In this tutorial, we will learn basic styling of web page. CSS or cascading style sheets is a vast topic with hundreds of properties and settings. We will learn only the basics of CSS. We need some HTML elements to style. So let's add a heading and a paragraph to our web page. Styles can be applied to an element in three ways. First, we can apply styles with style attribute of the element. Let's add style to our paragraph, heading, and body elements. Second method is to add a style block in the head section of the web page. This is called internal styling. For any color value, we can give color name like green, red, or light green, or we can give red, green, blue, or RGB values to generate a color. We can also give 6-digit hexadecimal value of the color. Next method of applying styles is through an external file. We can give the file any name, but extension should be CSS. We will link that file to the web page in the head section of the web page. rel is the attribute to specify the relationship of the file with the web page. In this case it is a style sheet. href attribute defines the path of the file. The main benefit of keeping the styles in a separate file is that same styles can be applied to multiple pages. If we want to change the style or the page of a website, we only need to update the stylesheet file and it will be applied to all the pages. We only need to link stylesheet file with the web page. As you can see, both the page share the same stylesheet file, so the styles of the elements are consistent on both the pages. As you can see, there are two paragraph elements on this page. If we want to give different style to each one, we can do it by giving them distinct ID. Or a better way is to define a class and apply it to the elements. Class starts with a period. On the web page, class attribute of the HTML element is used to apply the styles in the class. Same class can be applied to multiple elements. We can also give gradient backgrounds to our web page. Background image property is used to give both a background image and a gradient background. Linear gradient property is used to give start color and end color values to define a gradient. Set background repeat property to no repeat and background attachment property to fix to apply the gradient on the whole web page. URL value of background image property can have a local file path or a web address of the image file to be used as a background. Background property can be applied to any HTML element. Like here, we are using an image as a background of a class. We can apply this class to any element. Width and height of an element can be adjusted with these properties. Padding defines the space between elements' boundaries and the content. Margin defines the space between other elements on the web page. Both padding and margin can be defined for all sides individually, like padding left, padding right, or margin top and margin bottom. The default margin between elements is 10 pixels. We can remove that margin by giving it a 0 value in body. As you can see, both the divs have no margin and they are adjacent to each other.
Border property puts a border around HTML element. It takes 3 values: size, style, and color. You can change the style to dotted or dashed. Inset or outset style puts a frame around element. Font property is used to define the writing style of the element on the web page. This font should be either installed on the server or has a link of the font such as Google Fonts, or you can upload a font file to the web server. We can add a list of fonts. Server will try to implement the first font. If it does not find it, then the next, and so on. It is good practice to add more than one font in the list. Font size defines the size of the font. Font style defines the style such as italic. And font weight defines how heavy font should look, like bold or bolder. Text decoration property can be used to put a line under the text. It can be dotted or dashed. If we put a link on the web page, it will be shown in blue text with an underline style. We can change this by using styles. We can also combine styles, like in this example. The style will be applied on the link in my div 1 only and not on the link in my div 2. Thank you for watching this brief introduction to styling web page with CSS. Please like and subscribe this channel for more like this tutorials. Thank you.